Sorry about that, guys.
Are we good? Are we good? No.
Oh, gotcha.
You got me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
You know what it is?
What?
And maybe before I go there, for anyone that's already joined us, just go up here, the poll for tonight. We got a poll going, just like last night. We're going to do it every night.
I love the poll.
And the poll for tonight is, how are you using TikTok Live right now? Is it for fun or for business? What are you using it for? So right here, go in and click the poll. Let us know. How are you using TikTok Live? What's going on, Ashby?
Not much. On that note, if that's the poll here, I guess I got you to thank right now, Scott, because I don't know how I would be using Live other than this. I enjoy this. It's fun for me. And I always learn a lot every day.
And are you getting to the point where you kind of look forward to it?
I do, actually. Like, I do. And don't get me wrong, I'm scrambling. I'm a fuck show right to the last minute here. Obviously, like, I'm fairly tardy, right? Like, I'm a minute or two late every day. But I enjoy it, man. I really dig doing this.
You know what? You can be the fuck show that's tardy every night, and I'll just be the fuck show that messes up on the technology every night.
Well, I think I gotta take one of those IT faults for sure. I know it can't be you every time.
It's all good. Okay, let's start seeing those hearts roll in. If we get to 1,000, we're gonna get started, but we're not starting before that. We'll just stare at you guys until we get to 1,000 hearts.
Give you the creepy eyes. Trisha, what's happening? Jenna, what's happening?
What's going on? And then just a reminder, up here we've got our poll going for tonight. So just let us know, how are you currently using TikTok Live? Is it for pleasure or for business? I've got some stuff to talk about today.
I can't wait to hear all about it. I haven't talked to you all day. How was your day today?
It was good. It was a little bit disjointed, like kind of all over the place. Had a doctor's appointment, had to get to, dropped off the one fur kid at daycare because we're trying to make sure he's not a jackass when I go back to work, right?
Sure.
But yeah, texting back and forth with Mike all day. I'll talk about that a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. Looks like Jenna's in the house. She can't type, so she's going to have to heart. How's y'all's evening going so far? Jenna, so far so good.
You know, our evening's just getting started out here, Jenna. It's only 5 o'clock for us, so like we're just warming up. Hey, Scotty?
That's it. Oh, we got
a round of applause. Hot damn, I love that.
Yeah, that feels good. It feels like we're doing something right.
Doesn't it?
Either that or someone slipped. I look pretty good in those sunglasses. I think I might need to get a pair.
Yeah, I dig the shades. Jenna's always tossing out gifts. You're a sweetheart, Jenna. I'm gonna have to send you something in real life. Just for being so sweet.
She's the best. We got Courtney on the line. Courtney did me a favor today. Hi, Court. And I'll get into that here in a second. But we made it to 1,000, so we can kick things off. Ashby, don't forget to keep smashing those hearts anytime we do something that you appreciate or you like. So if you don't like it, you don't need to give us hearts. Oh, Ashby looks good now.
Hey, Brett. Hey, Heather. Colin Creative. How's everybody doing tonight? It's good to see y'all. Thanks for turning up for us all the time. We appreciate y'all.
We do appreciate it, for sure. We kind of had a funny ending to the live yesterday. I think I'm just going to give a quick description of what happened there. I was trying to get to all the comments and I accidentally invited Mitch. That's why things got a little awkward towards the end there. That was not planned. So sorry for kind of an odd ending there, awkward ending, but you know what? Mitch is working hard too. So, what do we got? Oh, did the poll just finish? Yeah, poll finished. So we've got 3 votes that came in. Everyone is using TikTok Live for business. No one's using it for fun. So The reason why I asked this question today, Ashby, is because I don't think you caught it, but I pulled the Mike slash Mike move today. Mike Gowans, and then Mike, like, what is it called? The greens guy? The
Oh,
greens guy?
microgreens, Mike there.
Yeah, microgreens Mike. He's been running lives, just putting it on in the background while they're harvesting and doing their business so people can just kind of watch what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
So I did the same thing this afternoon. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? So I just did a work with me live and just kind of had people sitting with kind of to the side of me and just interacting.
And how was
it,
that?
it was actually an interesting experience. Like Courtney came in for a bit, Mel came in for a bit, Tamara came in for a bit. Ian was in there from start to finish.
Oh,
And
sweet. See, Ian's a good supporter too. Everybody here is, literally every single one of y'all. But like, I gotta try that too, right? Just throw on a live while I'm kind of chipping away on my back end. Because like, if I would have known that today, I mean, I was like I should say I was a fuck show for most of the day, but when I'm just kind of sitting here chipping away to just tune in, I use these like podcasts if I have somebody that I enjoy listening to, right? So Ian is an MVP. You're goddamn right he is, Jenna. He's deadly.
well, and Christian here jumped in today too. And anyone that follows Mike's lives in the morning might recognize Christian. Christian's been trying to figure out how to teach people how to be a successful contractor. He's kind of been new to the group, but
Okay.
he's
Yeah, I
jumped.
recognize the name. I've seen him in Mike's in the morning, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You
Sweet.
should not be doing it while you drive. TikTok does not like that.
No, no, not good. I don't have a whole world of good advice, but that like just don't TikTok and drive.
Colin says, ha ha, ha, I've done that, but am so easily distracted. I didn't get any actual work done. I wasn't as effective as I could have been, but I still got stuff done. It was pretty good. And we were spitballing back and forth, just talking about what we were doing. Ian was trying to pick and see everything that I was learning through Mike directly. We'll get into that. Um, Before we jump into what I was working on today, kind of the quick update on what all I'm doing so people can take it away is, so we talked about a couple of things yesterday. One, putting these lives up somewhere so people can go back and take a look at that. I will be doing that. I'm just trying to finalize my logo. I'm going to talk about that here in a second so I can kind of start branding everything. And then once I do that, once I get the YouTube channel set up, I will let you guys know where to go so you can check that out. Number two, kind of a story I wanted to share this evening. Is that okay, Ashby?
Absolutely, man. I love story time, and I love that you're chipping away on the YouTube stuff too, because I think that's a great platform to be, putting some replays on. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but yeah, let's story time with Scott, man.
Story time, because I think it was a story that happened to me yesterday morning that I think is very applicable to what we talk about here all the time. So I just wanted to kind of share it with people and see how they kind of reacted to it. But before I jump into that, let's keep smashing that like button. We got over 14,000 likes yesterday, and
No shit.
we're only at 2 right now, and we're a quarter of the way through. So simple math would tell me we're not even going to make it into the tens if we keep it up. So keep smashing that like button. Let's go through the comments here real quick. Where are we? Hola. Lots of comments here. Trisha says she loves the lives. She always learns so much. That was the perfect time to join. Hey, everyone, from Healthy Wealth with Heather. Britt says hi. Cullen, so great to catch you again. We kind of talked about these already. DIY designs with Mark, that would be an awesome idea.
Mark just started following me, and I started following him as well. Mark, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for showing some support, man.
Yeah, that's
and keep
awesome.
doing your thing.
He's a good person. He's from Edmonton, right?
That's right. How could he be a bad person?
We always love story time with Scott. Thanks, Heather. Mel and Tamara are not here. We have a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, see there. That's odd. Usually those girls are here. They must have a busy evening. That's all right. We'll catch them next time.
Okay, let's get into story time. Okay, so
Yes.
yesterday morning, Ashby, did you wake up to more white stuff on the ground yesterday?
Yes.
Snow
Yeah,
down there?
yesterday we did a tiny little bit this morning, but yesterday was not a glamorous day.
Yeah, we woke up to a little bit more snow up here too, right, Mark? I think we probably had, like, it wasn't a huge amount, but it was enough to cause some chaos on the roads, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, same thing yesterday. I'm trying to take Peter to daycare so he's not a jackass next week when I go back to work, right? So yesterday morning was day one. So I got to drive from my place. So I'm kind of outside the city and the daycare's inside the city. So it's about a 35 minute drive, right? Yeah, Mark. Yep. Lots of snow.
Yeah.
So like any time it snows anywhere, it's like people have forgotten, especially when you get warm weather preceding it. People forget how to drive in that. And that was the same yesterday morning. So I live out in the country. Roads are a little bit more narrow. You know, you got to be a little bit more careful because you can't necessarily see where the shoulder is and you'll get sucked in pretty easy. So the road that comes out of my kind of subdivision is 80 kilometers an hour. I'm probably going 65. I got it in four wheel. I've got winter tires. I have studded winter tires. So I'm feeling pretty confident, but I know that, you know, you shouldn't take anything for granted. I'm a safety guy, right? So I'm driving along. And as I pass this one corner, someone turns out behind me. And initially they were probably, 200 meters behind me. And within 10 seconds, I couldn't see their headlights. And I'd imagine this person, like I created a whole story, and I'm sure it's true, that this person probably woke up late, probably late for work, probably trying to get there as quickly as they can, right? So on that road, I have nowhere to turn over, but it's probably about 5 kilometers down the road. You turn onto like a pretty major highway into the city. So I turn onto there, headed west, and this guy just flies by me. Okay, no hard feelings. Not totally true. I did kind of give the
Yeah.
fill in the blank, right? And so he flies by me, and I'm driving along, kind of like off in thought, probably thinking about this stuff, thinking about all the great people in this room that are smashing that like button to help us get to 10K again. And all of a sudden, I see some flashing lights off the road. And I get a little closer, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. That's exactly who it is. And I caught myself for a split second, sort of enjoying it. But then, of course, I'm like, karma's a bitch. Just send them blessings and continue on your way. So I slowed down, noticed they were fine inside there. They were on the phone, probably pretty frustrated. I'm sure they're fine today. The vehicle wasn't even in the ditch anymore when I went into town the same way this morning. But it got me thinking about a few things. One, sometimes when we're in such a rush, and if we feel like there's pressure for us to get somewhere faster than we need to get there, sometimes we'll end up going off the road. So just let things play out the way they need to. Like, don't let that pressure of feeling like you need to be somewhere now push you too fast that it puts you at greater risk of ever getting there in the first place. Burnout, taking a wrong turn, hanging out with the wrong people, making poor decisions because you're starting to get a little bit, stressed about money not coming in. Just slow down, drive a little bit lower than the speed limit to make sure you get there safely.
See, that's such a good point too, man, because like it applies to almost every facet of your life. But this is what I was talking about yesterday, Scott, when you were like, you realize that you don't need to go live, right? Like, so I was talking about how at 200, 300, 400 followers, that's where I started to feel that pressure coming on, where even if I wasn't planning on utilizing that tool, I almost feel like it's just an unwritten rule in marketing that you really should take advantage of these tools that are free and accessible Do you know what I mean? So like I felt this unnecessary pressure, and now I mean I'm just working over the hump regardless, but definitely applied to me in the conversation we had yesterday, right? So and again in almost every facet of your life.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm not sure if that connects with everyone else, but I don't know why it came to me like that today. It didn't come to me like that yesterday, but today I was driving along thinking about it. I'm like, man, there's some parallels there. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So
Yeah,
Mel
for
is
sure. I
now.
Yes, Mel is in the house. Mel and I had a really, really good conversation yesterday, and it got me so jacked up I could barely even sleep last night. I really, really enjoyed a little brainstorming session, all things marketing with Mel, and Mel, I appreciate you.
Trisha's husband is stuck on the other end of the province in Nova Scotia, out in Cape Breton. I heard they got nailed with a storm, 120
Yeah,
centimeters.
I saw that there. Like when it dumps out there too, it dumps. Like it's wild.
Yep. Courtney,
Um, Sorry, go
we
ahead, Scott.
Courtney's just asking Mel to help with the likes, and it's shooting up. We're at 7.3K now. Keep that going. Thank you very much. Um, Mark is in Stony Plain, west of Edmonton. So, Mark, I'm just outside
Oh.
of Sherwood Park. So, we're on the opposite sides, but still neighbors. Um, hey, Heather. Ah, Jenna subscribed. Thank you, Jenna.
Oh,
Really
Jenna,
appreciate
you are next level. When I think about like the most supportive people in this community. Oh, and Tamara, did she just get here? What am I missing? OMG, Ashby. Yes, Mel, you're deadly. Stay deadly.
you.
Um,
You know what we should try to do here? If we can get through my update as quick as we can, we should pull Mel on if she wants to talk about where she's at because she took the plunge this morning.
yeah, oh,
Um,
she did too. Yes. If she wants to, absolutely, for sure. I would like to hear. I like getting your daily updates, Scott. I don't want to say that it's like I live for it, but I love it. I definitely enjoy it.
well, like you know what? I don't want this to be the Scott and Ashby show all alone. So maybe in the comments below, say me if you guys appreciate getting the updates as well. But Jenna made a comment. She said the pressure for that is so intense and real. I think she's referring to what I was talking about, that internal pressure to feel like you need to be so much further ahead than you actually are, and pushing the accelerator down maybe more than you should given the circumstances.
Yeah, see, that was on my journey. I have definitely bumped into this obstacle and had to pump the brakes a little bit. And I did a video of just doing the best you can with the time you have because I was getting really, really overwhelmed. There's enough pressure in this space. There's enough pressure that we apply on ourselves. So anything additional, try to just shake it off, because it does get to be a lot.
100%. And you know what else is a lot? The amount of likes since I asked people to get going on that. Like we're almost at 10,000. And like a few minutes ago, I said we were trending towards less than 10,000. And we're only 25 minutes into this live cast and we're almost at 10,000. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are helping this live become more popular. So thank you very much.
So on
Um,
that note, can I say something really quick, Scott?
Absolutely.
Um, we all know and talk about our target audience, and although a lot of us are and have been, kind of in that 6 month to a year range, I want to say for the most part on our journeys here. But man, like just the level of support when we're doing this, it's like you guys hit me right in the feels every day. And at the same time, I've had incredible one-on-one conversations with quite a few people here, and like I really truly hope that y'all take away from us what we do from each of you. So like I appreciate y'all. You guys just stay deadly out there.
We're over 10. We're over
Look
10.
at
So,
that, man. Like it's
but
everybody. You got to give the fingers just a quick rest and then get back at her, man. But like it's crazy.
like Tamara said yesterday, like she is gonna have fingers with 6-pack abs. Like
Yes,
just jacked.
doing them finger workouts.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to catch
Awesome.
up to you.
Okay, love the update. I like the updates, but would also love Mel's update if she's willing. I saw a note from Mel saying that she's not feeling great, so I don't think we're gonna get that tonight. So maybe we can get an update from Mel once she gets the delivery on what she committed to today. I mean, I want your update too, Scott. I don't worry, Tamara, you didn't hurt my feelings. Talking to my mom about that earlier, and she reminded myself that life is now, so happiness should be too. Absolutely, definitely. Like, I'm glad you said that, Jenna. And I'm gonna share one more smaller story. But
Yeah.
today, I'm taking Peter to daycare, but Parker is staying home with me. And Parker, like I've told everyone, I think at this point, he's my boy. Like he is my soul animal. He's next level relationship for me. And today, after I talked to Mike about a few things, I sat down with him and I just looked at him and he looked at me and it was like, yep, this is why I'm doing it. So I can do this all day long. Just be around him. He can be around me. Like when I leave the house, he will sit and stare at the front door for anywhere from an hour to 3 hours without moving.
Oh yeah, he's one of those. Hey.
He is one of those. So that's that's what I'm hoping to get out of this. So Mel talked about not feeling great. Got my husband's man cold because I made fun of
Oh.
him. Yep. Karma. That's why when I drove past, it was like, nope, don't enjoy this. Send him blessings. Oh no, Mel. Yes, 100%. Oh, but you'll be able to handle it so much better. Get better soon. Okay. On to the update. You ready for the update? Ashby,
I'm
move on.
fuck yeah, man. Hey, I'm not just ready. I'm stoked.
Okay, so Courtney was MVP today for me, and I'll talk about that in a second. But if you guys remember, what I committed to doing today was I was going to work on my logo, I was going to finish my script, potentially shoot the video for my for my VSL, so my video sales letter. What else? There was one other thing there were 4 things I told you guys. Oh, the TikTok challenge. And I'll talk about that a little bit more too. So that's what I committed to yesterday. So talking about the logo. So I am not a design guy. I am not artistic. I'm more of an idea guy. I'm more of a like get out in front of people and like share, communicate, that kind of thing. When it comes to actually doing logos, that's not my jam, right? So I had outsourced it, and the person I outsourced with was through Fiverr, and the proofs they sent me were not what I was hoping for. But I pushed myself through, so I didn't end up in the same place as when I was looking for a domain. I just said, who fucking cares? Just get something done, get it up there. We can pivot on the fly with something that I appreciate more down the road. But then Courtney comes into my work with me live this afternoon, and she says, hey, I got to go pick up my kids, but I put together some logo ideas for you. And she sent them to me. And I ended up liking one of those designs much more than this professional gig. And not to take anything away from Courtney, like she did a fantastic job. So I think I'm probably going to end up going with one of those. But I think tomorrow, if everyone likes, maybe just vote below. You know what? No, let's do another poll. Give me
Hot damn, let's do another poll. 2 polls today.
Let's do another poll, a quick poll.
I love the poll. Yes, get it up there.
Okay, sad face for the Fiverr. Happy face for Courtney's design. I'm not showing them to you guys. I just want you guys to vote on which one you guys think you're going to like more when I show you guys tomorrow. And then we're going to see how it ends up.
My vote counts, right? I can get in on this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know what? Regardless of however that all shakes out, Courtney, You are fantastic, and you and I need to connect. So I'm gonna shoot you a DM and just have a little BS session with you too, if you'd be up for it. Because man, I love picking brains, and I love how this community, when one of us is in need of something, we just we make it happen.
Yeah, like again, amazing support, amazing community we're building here. And thank you, Courtney. That was a wonderful surprise this afternoon.
That's
So
awesome.
tomorrow evening on my update, I will share the different designs and get real feedback from everyone on what they think is best. Okay.
You are gonna share them with us tomorrow, just to confirm. You okay? Now I get something else to get excited about. I'm 41 years old. I like having something to get excited about. You
That's
know?
right. Look forward to it, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'm also potentially, so I finished my VSL script today, sent
Good.
it to Mike, took some screenshots, sent it to him. He said, roll with it, film it, send it to me afterwards. So
Sweet.
that's my goal for tonight is to film that, get it over to him to take a look at, provide me with feedback. If if we're at a point where he feels like fuck it, just move forward, I'm gonna let you guys see exactly what that video turned out with. I will give you guys the script, and then I'm going to give you guys the chat GPT prompt behind the script so that you guys know
Oh,
exactly how I went from here to here to here. So you can see that full process on how I got that piece of the puzzle put together. If you guys like that idea, give me a hell yeah. Let's go back to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hell yeah in the comments. Keep smashing that like button.
if we were allowed to drink on here, I'd smash a couple beers together. I'd dump one over my face, and then I'd crush the other one. So I love that, man.
And then
And
I'd
and
come in and kick you in the stomach and stun you.
these are the things that I enjoy. Like if you're willing to share that, because this a lot of the back end stuff we don't not a lot of people talk about. So I feel like that will absolutely help one or multiple people. So oh, we got a couple of hell yes, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So the big thing that Mike, like one of the things, I'm going to stop here for a second because I think this is an important point that Mike told me on our first phone call. And he said, you will never regret pouring into your people. And it's very fitting with the beer talk. But what he was talking about, I think everyone understands, but just probably worth being very blunt with it is if you can pour into your people and give them more than they even are expecting, then you're going to provide the value that's going to cause them to keep coming back for more. And it's going to help with this community that we're building here. So I'm happy to share all of this.
See, and I couldn't agree more. All of that is absolutely bang on. When people come in with a level of expectation wherever the bar is, and you can take it not one but two or three rungs higher than that, like that's the name of the game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, real quick, I'm just going to hit the comments because they're going fast here.
I'm so glad that you do this, man. When you leave it with me, this thing goes to shit in a hurry, doesn't it?
It does, but you're Ernie, I'm Bert. That's fine. Um, what's the happy and sad for? Sorry, Jenna, it was just a minute long one, but we were just voting on. Courtney made me a logo today, and then I had a Fiverr gig create me one. So tomorrow I'm going to share both of them, and it was just everyone betting on which one everyone else is going to like best when I share them with everyone tomorrow. Oh my God, that's awesome, Scott. That's fire. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah,
I
hell yeah.
love all them hell yes.
Yeah, yeah. Ashby, bahaha. If I didn't feel this way, I'd be there with you, smashing beers. Those are
Smashing
the
beers.
moments,
I know you would.
those are the moments we live for. Scott, I didn't even know your colors. Did you pick any? I guess I'm going to do it for you. LOL. I'm just going with simple right now, black and white and grayscale. Just keep it
Oh,
simple
okay.
because I'm a very black and white kind of guy. So that's what we're going to roll with, just so that you don't overthink the colors and just push in. Just
Yeah.
keep moving forward.
No, I dig that for sure.
Okay, so carrying on because we're 5:35. Oh man, we're at 13.6. We are almost to what we got in the full hour yesterday. So just keep smashing. Thank you so much to everyone.
Yes, appreciate every single one of you. Oh, Tamara just noticed my sign. Oh, my do more sign. Yeah, yeah, that's a slogan I picked up about 12 years ago when I get to overthinking or complicating things. Keep it simple. All I got
Keep
to
it.
do is a whole bunch more. I'm here. I want to get here. Everything in here is just a whole pile of work. Just do more of it.
Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna hit some quick points so we can get through this quicker, but I updated the squeeze page to match the script because I was kind of disjointed a bit. So that's one thing I would add as like a point for you guys when you guys are finishing up your funnels and you're creating your freebies and then your core product. Just make sure all the language matches up because I find like when I was going through the process, it was kind of, I was editing, I was changing a few things here and there. And just to make sure it all flows with the same language and what you're calling everything. So, what the title of whatever your freebie is, whatever the title is of your core product offering, and the language that you're putting on your squeeze page. Just make sure it aligns with the script for your VSL. Um, like I mentioned, I did the Work With Me style live. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was kind of cool. It was a good experience, very different. So I'm going to do that again tomorrow. So that'll be on my tomorrow list. I'm going to try and shoot that video tonight once we get off of here. Um, and I'm just reworking some of the sequence of my core offering. So my core offering, I have the intro module, 9 additional content models, the name and kind of the primary 3 points for each of those modules figured out. But I didn't like the way the sequence was kind of set, so I kind of reworked that to make it make more sense. The
So
last, yeah,
I was just gonna say on that note, Scott, because like I do Chat GPT is a helper of mine when it comes to this stuff for sure. And this is what I like when you see something and they can lay it out for you, but you take that and do it how you see fit, right? Like that's what I love is I'm not a copy and paste guy, but I'm very much a guy that will utilize the tools that are accessible and then just put my own flavor on it. So
yeah, and that's exactly what I was doing too. Is I was using ChatGPT to give me kind of the clay to work with, the big
yeah,
mound of clay, and maybe even a few of the features, and then you just fine tune it into whatever you're trying to create.
exactly. Yeah. Sorry to
Um,
cut you off there.
no, it's all good. The last one, which is probably the most interesting part of the day for me, and Mike and I were going back and forth on this quite a bit today. He sent me a Loom video on how to do it and everything. So remember yesterday when I announced in here that I was going to be creating a Go Live challenge, right? 10-day go live challenge.
I love this idea. I really do.
Well, what he threw a bit of a curveball at me today. So
Oh,
I didn't tell him about that idea because I came up with it just before we went live yesterday. So it
yeah,
wasn't, I didn't tell him about it until this morning when I gave him kind of my morning update and what I was working on. And he said, I love that idea, but I don't want it to be a freebie. I'm going to still give it to you guys as a freebie because, I announced it here as a freebie. But he said, it's something else I'm working on right now is similar to the whole legendary marketer. And I hate to compare anything I'm doing to that program because I'm just not a huge fan on how that works. But
sure.
that's a discussion for a different time. But he says a buyer is a buyer is a buyer. And if you can qualify a buyer at a lower price tag and you're serving them with value, and that's the key point. And you guys, anyone that was on the live this morning, I think he really drilled that point home with the one person that was asking questions is you need to be providing value. You need to be providing the value and the information that people are looking for, or else they're not going to care. They're not going to open your emails. They're not going to look to go on a journey with you. They're not going to look to have a long-term lasting relationship with you. That's just a fact. But what
Yeah,
he's saying is if you can give them a product offering that actually helps them get from point A to point B, like you were talking about with your scenario, and it's a low price point and it gives them what they're looking for, they're now a qualified buyer. It's not just traffic to lead, it's a qualified buyer, which is more likely to purchase from you with a higher ticket item.
And that is a fact. Like, these are the things that I don't necessarily consider on my first go round. Now, this is where I really, really am all for leaning on people that can share something like this, because that's valuable, you know, and still a low ticket item where folks like myself can jump on that without really batting an eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to sound like I'm Floyd Mayweather just laying at home, just tossing money around. Just the low ticket items are something that people are much more likely to take a chance on, because in the world of digital products, I think we've all, or at least some of us, have purchased some products, and you get it and you open it and you're just like, I could have done this, you know.
And the thing is, maybe that's all they need. They just need a structure and someone to say, go do this today to help get from here to here, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And maybe $7 is all they ever spend with you, but you gave them what they were looking for.
Absolutely. Yep. Yep. I couldn't agree more.
Real quick, let's hit the comments before I move into what the goals are for tomorrow. Okay, colors, do more. While we're at it, we've been stuck at 14.1. Not that I don't appreciate 14.1, but I am so looking forward to getting to 15,000 likes. So what time tomorrow, Scott? I don't know for sure, Mark, because it was very off the cuff, but probably midday through the afternoon until I have to go pick up the little punk again. Do you have a tentative launch date, like a goal? I think I'm working towards a goal, and I'm going to say this, Jenna, and you're probably going to hold me to it, just knowing you, like I've gotten to know you, but I don't know all the steps yet, but I'm going to say by the beginning of next week. And that's to launch beta, right? That's not launching anything else.
Hey, that's...
Maybe if we got time, we're running out of time, 18 minutes, but maybe I can work it into tomorrow if we don't have time, but maybe just talking about the whole sequence for anyone that hasn't been on Mike's lives to see it, where you go beta, pre-launch, launch. We could talk about that real quick here.
That's a good idea.
They will come back to you if you provide value. Absolutely. Totally, Heather. Plus, it's a disservice to people to give it away. They need some skin in the game. I absolutely agree with that. And that's actually another point Mike said is if you give it to them for free, it's less likely they will actually do it. And if you charge them $7, there's a greater chance they're actually going to do it.
Absolutely. And I agree with that wholeheartedly, because I do function that way myself too. We're a little bit fucked up as a human race. Like, it's weird how our minds work sometimes.
And all you got to do is watch the news for 15 minutes and you know how fucked up we are.
Well,
and
like, even just on a basic scale, Scott, like I had this conversation with Mike on our Zoom call, where we all know that we need, like, it would be beneficial to just do the push-ups and the sit-ups every day. It would, if we spent 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, do 20 sit-ups and 20 push-ups every day, you'll roll into your 70s just jacked, right? Like, and not many of us do it. We all know we need to do it. We just don't actually take action and do it.
I'm on the treadmill every live with Mike. Everyone. And if they see the value, they will refer others to you too. 100%. Boom. 15K. Did we get there? Oh, it's weird. On my end, it says 14.7. I trust you though, Mel. Let's get to 20. I like the way you think. It's go time, baby.
I'm still learning these lives, and like 14K sounds crazy to me. And like, Jenna's always throwing up gifts. I gotta start doing my homework here. Scott, when you get all this stuff figured out, maybe we need to have a on or off camera conversation where you can fill me in on some of this shit. It's just a lot going on.
You got it, man. Jenna says, so are we going to maybe see it on the Build Lab call on Monday? Maybe. Just the reason why I say maybe is because I'm typically going live at that time, but maybe. Yes, this. Haha, my treadmill is leaning against the wall. Scott, do a treadmill Amazon influencer review, and I may just have to buy one. LOL. Okay, we are running low on time. We got 15 minutes, and I got more stuff to kind of go over, and then I want to ask you guys what you guys need from us next. But tomorrow, finalizing logo. So Courtney, I might be in touch with you. I will be in touch with you. Just gonna get the feedback back from Mike on the VSL video once I get that shot, hopefully tonight, if not first thing tomorrow morning, so that I can get it over to him first thing tomorrow morning. Gonna do another work with me live. So Mark, I'm not 100% certain what time. It'll probably be somewhere around 11 or 12 our time. So that's mountain time. And then start building out my email sequence. That's kind of the next step. I got to start doing that. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys too is kind of like similar in the same vein with the whole Go Live challenge. Like I'm going to share with you guys, and this is something I got from Jenna when she first sent me the whole idea about building a business out of everything we're talking about here, but the content strategy of it. So tomorrow, being a Wednesday, I've got an entire content strategy for each day of the week. So tomorrow, my plan is to talk about a situation where we saw growth personally from doing lives. So I don't know about you guys, but now maybe not every, but damn near every live that I do, I for sure get followers. Every live that I participate in, almost every one of those, I come away with followers too, because I'm in the comments, I'm offering feedback, I'm offering solutions, I'm offering help to people that are asking questions. Unless I'm just in and out, whatever, maybe not. But if I'm spending any time, there is very few situations where I'm not getting some sort of follower or interaction, DM, something. So, my one piece of content for tomorrow will be talking about that. Like I just did. That was a video.
Yes, that was a video. I actually did a video on this not too long ago, Scott, where I talked about like when you're trying to grow your account or your business or anything, like the lives are a free tool on here that like people go, like here in Calgary where I'm at, people go to the library here. It's a brand new $60 million library, and they rent out a studio and they do a podcast, and they do their ads and their branding and all that, where this is a free tool that absolutely, like after I got a little more exposed into the world of lives on here, I realized how much they can do and how many wicked people you meet along the way, right? Like even just you and Courtney here, working on a logo together, like these are the kinds of things that just can come from that, right? Like, so
yeah, 100%. Yeah, and Heather brings up a really good point, and I was going to touch on that too. She said, "Are they followers you want? I need to go live more to see if I can sort this." So I was on Heather's live briefly yesterday, and I don't know how many people you blocked, Heather, in a matter of 5 minutes. It was at least 3 that I saw. And it is an issue, and it's something that you just kind of have to get through. The funny part for me, and I mean, let's just be honest, it's probably worse for women. It's probably worse for women.
Not probably, Scott. I think it 100% is. And like, I could go off on a rant where I just get like vibrating about this stuff. I did a video probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks into my journey about just like, this isn't Tinder. This isn't Bumble. Like you're in the wrong spot, bud. Like you invade people that are here trying to be honest and earn a living or do a side hustle or whatever the case is, but this isn't a dating site. Like I feel bad for a lot of women in this space. It drives me nuts, man.
I'm with you, but I mean, that's the problem. What's the solution? And so for me personally, everyone's got to make the choice whether or not it's worth it for them. And that's, so everyone on this live right now needs to make that decision for themselves. And if it is, which I would encourage you that it is based on my experience, then you just got to block them, move on. Like, don't even listen to them. And Heather did a good job of that yesterday. But listen,
good for you, Heather.
There's one thing I really want to drive home right here is look at the group of people that are here tonight. look at the group of people that are here every night. Like, would you guys say, and in the comments below, would you guys agree with me? Say yes or no, or give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and tell me, like, is the group of people here right now getting pretty tight knit? Would you guys agree with that or disagree? Agree, disagree.
Are you gonna run a poll on this or no?
No, I just want the
Okay.
comments. I just want to
Okay.
see people give us the thumbs up or the thumbs down, or they might choose to give us a different finger if they really don't like us. Hell yeah. Aw, thanks, Chicky. I was trying to keep a poker face. Thumbs up from Courtney. And
Like
thumbs up from
I just want to touch on this a little bit where Mark, for example, I'm sure I'll touch base with him. We were just kind of had a quick exchange through a video today, but Mark, I'm definitely, I like what you're doing. I've had conversations in the last couple of days with a few people in this room that have been like just electric and like Heather, I appreciate you. And I don't know, I feel like this space we are we've been helping and supporting each other, and the same goes as you folks. I know Heather, you're on a similar boat to me where I don't go live on my own a lot, and I was waiting for approval forever. So I'll I'll work on that. But I'm telling you, like, we're here to support each and every one of you just the same as y'all support us. So like, if you're going live, put it out there. Or if I stumble across it, you better believe I'll be in there just smashing that screen too, right? Like, it goes both ways.
Yeah, and just on that note, so like I guess just to finish my thought before I transition off of it is, it's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, but like we all kind of connected in different ways before, but then once we started doing regular lives, it's like the relationships we're building with everyone in the group is deepening day by day by day. And I just see live and being real in real time is just helping that. So imagine transitioning to your business with the same approach, building that relationship with your customers. Like, I just think this is an unparalleled opportunity to build relationships with your potential customer.
I couldn't agree more. Like you said there, Courtney, when sorry, it just scrolled up on me. But Courtney had a comment here. She said, when you're climbing up the hill with friends, you don't let the others fall down. And then that's it. Like, I would hate to see anybody quit because of a roadblock. We all got on here for a reason. And I know that when we pool together, we're unstoppable. So like, that's what it's all about.
Okay, we're down to the last 7 minutes. So
Oh,
let me
shit.
so the content prompts for tomorrow, if you guys choose to go live, which I would encourage every one of you that can, or just use this in your regular posts. So we use an accurate, like, it's inspire, educate, ask, and motivate are the kind of 4 different types of content that we would be doing every day. The first one was highlight a situation where you saw growth using live or using TikTok or using whatever method you choose to talk about. Offer a strategy for talking about products and services within that medium. So for me, since I'm talking about everything live now, like, offer a strategy about this. Ask what content they find is most engaging. So we do that all the time with you guys. Like, we ask you with polls, we ask you with like that kind of stuff, right? Book a live session. So that's another thing. You guys can book a one-on-one with people if they're showing interest in your business. Book a one-on-one with them. Don't charge them anything for it. Just try to understand them. Gather as much information as you can. Whatever they're going to tell you is going to give you some data to help you too. So it might not lead to a sale, or it might. So those are kind of the 4 things I would offer up for content for tomorrow, and then we can talk about it when you guys get back. Okay, we are down to the last 5 minutes or so.
Heather was just making a comment there about how you're a king watching the clock there.
Oh, really? Well, yeah, like, I want to respect your guys' time. Like, everyone on here, I think, has family. and I don't want to monopolize all your time. Like I want to jam as much value into the hour as I possibly can so that you guys want to come back tomorrow. I don't want to spread it out over 3 hours and the first hour was good, the second hour was shit. Third hour, I don't know why the fuck I was there. So I'd rather just give it to you all in 1 hour and then you guys come back tomorrow and say, hey, you were talking about VSL and script. What was that all about? I'd rather talk about that again tomorrow than drag it out.
I got that. Yeah, and that makes sense too.
And I got to go shoot a video.
You got a video to do tonight. I got a pile of work tonight. I got a call later on tonight, and yeah, our daughter isn't feeling so good. The baby's sick, so I had to give her a nice little bath today, and poor girl's just snotting everywhere, and so I'm gonna have some cuddle time later, and then I can get some work done once she's out cold.
You go do that, Daddy. What about you guys? We got last 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Any questions? Anything you guys are looking for? Again, I'm going to throw out to you guys. Is there something that you guys about live that you'd like for me to make sure makes it into this program so that you guys get it covered? What else? There was one more thing I was going to bring up for you guys. Oh no, virtual healing vibe sent that way.
Oh, I appreciate that, Jenna. Thanks for sending some love. Yeah, she'll shake it off here for sure.
Oh no, she was making fun of me, saying that it felt weird.
Oh no, I thought the virtual healing vibes sending this way.
What was the last thing I was gonna say to you guys? Gone.
Oh shit. You'll remember it for tomorrow.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is when you were talking about people going live, like talk about it, let us know so that we can show up. There's actually something on your profile, or sorry, within live. It's like making it an event. So I'm gonna take you guys off the tripod here, and I'm just gonna show you. Like if you got here, let me turn around my camera.
About making it an event, you say? Like a live event?
You see that on my profile? Live event, February 6th at 5 p.m. So it's just like anytime anyone goes to your page, they'll see that right at the top underneath your bio.
I have noticed this on yours before. Yeah. Now that you mention it, I was going to ask you about that. Like, how do you pin it or something, or how does that work?
No, it's something in the back end under the live, like if you go into your analytics and you go into the live section, there's an option there to set up a live event. And you can set them up over and over and over again, but I just usually set it up the morning of. And typically, I didn't do it today, but typically I support that with a story that I post too, just saying that we're live.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Like, and then anybody that just happens to stumble across your account throughout the day, they're like, oh, I like the content that this fella's putting out, and maybe like if I'm around at 6 or whatever it's going to be, I'm gonna drop in and check that out. Like, I think that's a wicked idea.
Yeah,
great little tool.
Okay, real quick, we'll run through the comments here. Again, thank you everyone. We made it well over our like count from yesterday, so that's a new all-time high, an all-time record. So thank you. That's so cool. Good to know. Gonna go put my kiddos in bed. Great live as usual. Thanks, Mel. Hope you feel better.
Catch you later, Mel. Yeah, feel better. Rest up.
Whenever you do a live by yourself, you should start out by telling your story. Yeah, actually, you know who's really good at that is Nikki Digital. She'll go on a live for 2 hours telling her story over and over and over again, and there's no break.
She's incredible, man. She rolled through our live one time, and I started following her right then and there. And man, she is a machine, that woman. I respect her hustle. Like I'm like a fucking lot, man. She's a grinder.
Yeah. You need to make sure you can keep your word like Scott on doing that though. So Jenna's talking about the live events. So if you showed up late, TikTok's not going to be real happy with you.
Oh yeah.
You have 1 minute, Scott. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. Love this. Mark, we love you too. Glad we found you.
Yeah, I
Great.
appreciate you turning up, Mark. It's good to meet you, man. For sure.
Okay, with that, we're going to call it a night, everyone, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Thank you all very much. Another wonderful evening. I appreciate y'all and
Hey,
look forward to catching you again. Thanks, Scott.
hey, Ashby,
Yes,
have a great fucking night.
you do the fucking same, man. I
I feel
appreciate
like, I feel like Fred.
you. Have a great fucking night. Yeah.
Bye.
Later.